So, hello guys, welcome aboard. Mike seems to have just like completely screwed up right there. Hello, Mike? Yeah, now we're working. Now cooking on gas. So, hello, it's Subscirbe here yet again with your daily fill of FSX/P3D/explain/random games. So, today we're on the ground at St. Maarten in the Netherlands Antilles. There's the runway over there, that's where we're going from. Today we'll be leaving as Delta 389 X-Ray, going to Atlanta Hatsfield. We've got the new Atlanta scenery by Imagine Simulations. So we'll get ready. Yeah, it's first flight of the day for the aircraft, so it's cold and dark. So we need to start waking the aircraft up. As you can see, the groundies already put the GPU in for us, so battery comes on, GPU comes on, there we go, everything's now coming to life. Emergency lights on, fasten seatbelt signs on, chime, so I can just leave that in that position. Then it goes being at the whichever position you move it into. Hydraulic system B is on, A is off. And that's all we're going to do for the time being. Actually, no it isn't. We're going to go, that's a line, that's nav, that's a line, that's nav. So the screens are going to align. The screens will come on in a few moments once the bus tie's closed, isn't it? Yeah, it's closed. And as I said, GPU's connected. So, in the meantime, FMC, POSNet, route TNCM KATL. So, just check on PFPX. Yep, it's ready to start doing flight plans with us. So, we're going from Atlanta, going from St. Maarten to Atlanta. As I say, as you know, we arrived here yesterday on a A350 from Prague, so we're just going to move on in the world. We're flying about a 1,500 mile flight today. I'm largely over water, but nothing too major. Come on, go away. Thank you. For some reason my drop down is in PFPX, it just conked out on me. Yeah, it won't let me do a route find today. So I'm probably going to have to cut the video here, make PFPX work, and then we'll be back. Right guys, so PFPX has now worked. I didn't even have to cut the video there. So, we'll do the IRS in a few seconds. Departure from St. Maarten is runway 1028 at Bopat 2 Tango with a juice transition. Now go route, page 2. And after juice, it's quite a simple route. We go on to the Bravo 520 to Sierra Tango Tango. Then it's direct UTAS. Okay, apparently we don't have UT. Let's just check if I've got the spelling right there. Yeah, it's UTAS. It's the other way around. Then it's the Golf 431 to Elmuk. I'm having to go between PFPX and the same, that's why it's taking so long. Yankee 585 to Oscar Mike November. After that, Juliet 45 to Craig. we go, so we can activate that route now. I'll go back to pause. We can just stick that into there. That's the IRS is aligned. I'm just going to lock up a bit to give you guys something nicer to look at. The air stairs keep clipping through the cockpit for some reason. And both simple, I'm finding that now. Right, that's set. So now what I'm going to have to do is just input the aircraft. Yeah, we haven't actually got a 737. And our alternates for Atlanta are going to be for a nearby airfield that's reasonably large. We'll go KAGS, which is Augusta Regular Bush. CAGS for the alternate. I'll get the route into the FMC. It's 130 miles away from Atlanta, but it's a nice distance away, but it's not too far away. Okay, we can compute that. I just need to get the zero fuel weight well, let's just get this sorted. So I'll just initialize the fuel, then we're going to have to wait a while because we're running a little ahead of schedule. We need to wait for people to get ready to get on the aircraft. So for fuel, this is in pounds, my PFPX gives me the information in kilos. So we shall very quickly reconfigure the aircraft. I keep forgetting which one it is, but note it's on the first pages. Sorry, GPWS displays, then it's displays. Previous page, there it is. Menu, FS actions, fuel. So how much fuel do we actually need on board today? We need a release fuel of 14,323. Install. It's quite a large amount of the fuel capacity of the aircraft. It's 1,500 mile flight though, so it's kind of understandable. Payload. Just get the zero fuel weight because we don't really care what goes in. We'll just do the zero fuel weight, which is 59 tons, 59006. Right, 59.0. There we go. That's the aircraft fuel and payload now initialized. I'm just take 11 passengers in first class, and that then makes the that then satisfies the fuel load or the load. A bit better. Inish ref, fuel, well, zero fuel weight is 59.0, as I've said. Reserves were at 2.5, that's final reserve, pretty standardised. And it was, 25 cost index today, because we're being quite cheap. Flight level 350 is the cruising altitude. Cruise winds unknown, transition altitude is good. We don't need to bump out of here, so we can derate. Takeoff would be flaps 5, pretty standard. I'll just double click the CG into place. Speeds are good. Now what we can do is just go external to the external view and wait a little while whilst everybody starts getting on board the aircraft. As you can see, the scenery is very FPS friendly. Even on my reasonably low powered PC I can do a recording and my PC is not going anywhere below around about 19 FPS, and you never can get a full 20 FPS if you're locked at 20 FPS. So we've done everything else, we just need to get the boarding underway. As a result of which I'm going to go straight back inside the cockpit. I do need to do the flight to St. Bart's. I'll be doing that in the one that actually what will happen is this video is actually going to go up after I've done this flight to St. Bart's, but I haven't actually done the flight to St. Bart's yet. That's how good I am, that I already know what I'm going to do. Can open forward and aft doors and cargo doors. QNH is set. All the doors are open. can see the aircraft is now very much boarding. Menzies are handling us today. I haven't actually flown anything by PMDG in prepared yet, because all my flights in prepared, my full flights, have all been videoed. And as you know, I've only really flown the Airbus, the Scarebus, the Dash 8, and well, this is my first flight on the 737. I'm in talks with a few of the YouTubers to do a live stream before I end up getting a job, again for charity, but if we do it with a few guys I think we can raise a little bit of money. So the passengers are on, now just the baggage has to arrive. Where's the baggage? Is that him over there? I don't know. Doesn't look like a GSX model. He's probably coming from like the far side of the airfield. I might just, right, I'm going to reset position, because quite frankly that's not an acceptable amount of time. Can then go into virtual cockpit, start the APU. Now we can close some doors, because the sim itself has said that all the passengers are on board. Also, since the passengers are on board, aircon can come on for a little while. It's going to have to come off when we do our engine starts. The APU is on its way to started. The cargo doors are all closed. All the doors are closed. If we look up here, the door lights are all extinguished. Yep, they are. So we'll be going pretty shortly. APU started. When the APU bus says APU off, or APU gen off bus, that will mean the APU is fully ready to take power of the aircraft. And then we'll start to run the pushback. So there's the APU ready to take over. APU gen 1, APU gen 2. And can then take myself back down here to ground connections. And parking brake is set. And just click that to remove everything. There we go. That's us near enough ready for the push out. Prepare for push and departure. Next thing we can do whilst the pushback tug's getting himself in position, I'm just going to execute that. It's nose to the left, tail to the right. Nope. So V2's 154 knots today. Here comes the tug. We'll scroll runway heading, we can actually get that off here, I believe. Oh, am I wrong again? No, it's heading 096. It's actually quite cold in St Maarten today, which is surprising. I suppose it's the winter time, but still pretty cold. Auto brake RTO. Okay, so now the APU bleed's already on, oh well. Generator packs off both sides. So window heat, pitot heat. I find waterfalls like this work a lot better, where you literally just work your way down. Fuel pumps, center tanks. Has that got any fuel in? Yes, it does. So the center tank pumps are already on. We can start number 2 first. Park brake released. That's 18%, so fuel can come on. We'll start both engines before we taxi off, just because, yeah, you can see the runways over there. The air bridge should have already moved itself away. I wish GSX could control your air bridge for you. We're going over that way, as I said. Initial altitude's 10,000, I'm happy for that to be the case. Flight directors on both sides, mine's master because I'm flying, and beacon. lights. Still starting on the left. We are going to be flying. Didn't set that one up at flight level 350 today. No, come on. That's it. 350. Right, we're being turned. That's pretty good. Where's the centre line for the taxiway? Doesn't look like there is one. Oh well. That's good start number one. Good start number two. Starting number one. I'm just going to confirm bleeds are on for that engine yet, and we're open. Yep, that's already missing the start, so that's fuel on. Our pressure is on its way up. That's pushed us out quite nicely actually. I've had a much worse situations than this in terms of the pushing and starting. So I'm going to get it stopped, I'm going to go off in that direction. Set parking brakes. Flaps 1, flaps 2, flap 5. Let's take off flap set. Ignition to continuous. Now up here I can then select generator 1 on, so generator 2, generator 1. I'm not going to stop, start to finish there. Go. Taxi lights come on. I know he's still there, but I don't care the fact that I'm blinding him. And remaining hydraulic pumps come on. Packs on. APU bleed off. APU off. He's now leaving. Hood comes down because I'm actually going to use it for the takeoff because I quite like it. Alarm heading select for the departure. Yeah, it's pretty much a U-turn straight out behind us, just looking at the departure. So we are going to not fly such a tight U-turn, but we will fly a U-turn nevertheless. He's off. Where's the guy over there? Left is clear, right is clear. I'm going to go now. He's going to have a go at me for it. I don't care. The FPX has crashed. I still don't care. I know the audio switched off, but as I say, if I use the audio I have to have my headset on, and my headset's currently MIA. So we're heading down to the hold now. The legendary Mayho Beach of St Maarten. Is anybody holding onto the fence waiting for us to go? I think I've actually seen some pictures of Delta A320s. So I can never remember if Delta actually operate the A320 because I know they've had orders in for them, but I don't know if they ever did actually buy them, or if they're still faithful to Boeing. For what it's worth. So we are going to enter from the end because we are quite heavy and we are going to go thundering out of here. I haven't actually got any form of, well, I have got the D rate to 24k as you know. So it's all going to be a automated thrust, well, auto thrust control departure. One more thing I can do is just check my trims. My trims aren't actually working, so I'll just very quickly stop us at the hold. Nearly clipped through the hood there. It was 5.57 or 47, sorry, and 0.69 is not enough of a difference to make a difference. It's not a precision tool on the 7.3 as it is on the triple, etc. And we can have a look at the external view, just of what we're actually turning into. You can see there's there's nobody on the beach. That's naff. But what I can do, that's on. Transponders should come on. I'm squawking 1200 because I'm offline and I don't really care. That 2200 is what I meant to squawk. For some reason, airside security's gone off airside. Makes sense. There's the VOR that we'd be using for the arrival if we were doing the instrumental approach. I'm just going to stop the aircraft. So, things I haven't done yet: landing lights, turn off lights, ignitions are set, strobes. Cabin crew, please take your seats. Okay. There's 40%. Thrust stable, brakes released. Toga. $60 knots. V1 rotate. Force to right, landing gear up. Okay. 700 feet. Right turn on course. Got to say that would be quite dicey if we decided to come out of there and we lost an engine. Because I mean, you can see we're climbing pretty steeply, and we're quite close to that hill. I mean, Radolt's not actually going with 800, and we're still climbing. So what I can do is I'll go to LNav and VNav and Command A. VNav. There we go. So what I can do is I can just switch these off because we don't need those anymore. I can switch that up to higher altitude, something like 330 or 350, sorry, because that's our cruising altitude today. Then for housekeeping purposes I can turn this heading bug around a little bit to 250. There we go, there's the airport. So that's bye-bye to Princess Juliana. Everything else, the seatbelt sign, we can just bing-bong that to allow the cabin crew to leave their seats. This can go away. And that's us sorted. Flaps can come up actually, that's another thing I can do. That was a pretty enjoyable departure there. Princess Juliana, you always do come quite close to the hillside, as I say, but it's a nice little takeoff. And the PMDG 737. Unfortunately, I haven't got EasyDock installed yet because it was giving me some bother. So, what else can we do? There's nothing much left to do really because there's no ATC to talk to. I've pushed all the buttons that need to be pushed. I've switched all the things on that need to be switched on. I've switched all the stuff that need to be switched off. Yeah, that's pretty much after takeoff checks complete. So guys, I'm going to cut the video here. And we'll see you all in part 2, approaching top of descent for Atlanta. See you then folks. Bye.